listener production.
From the briefing team,
This is The Beefing.
Welcome back to The Beefing. Today we're serving up some famous family drama that one could say is spicy. I'm talking about the rumoured beef that's been brewing at Buckingham Palace. I'm your host, Alexandria Funnell, and I have to admit I've become quite enthralled by this rumoured beef. Apparently, the eldest Beckham son, Brooklyn, and his wife, Nicola Peltz, are fighting with the rest of the Beckham family. But is there actually beef, or is it just a rumour? As with all celeb rumours, it's always hard to decipher fact from fiction, but we're going to do our best to break down what's confirmed and what's just coming from those infamous inside sources. And with the recent release of Victoria Beckham's new Netflix documentary, now feels like the perfect time to revisit it. All is not well at Buckingham Palace. Allegedly. Now, this whole drama, it started over a dress, which is very posh spice coded. But not just any dress, a wedding dress. Classic. Brooklyn and Nicola got married in 2022, and according to sources, Nicola decided she wasn't wearing a Victoria Beckham design for a big day. She went with Valentino instead. Oof. When your mother-in-law is literally a fashion designer and you choose someone else to wear on your big day, that's a statement. Now, Nicola has gone on the record about this, explaining why she changed her mind about wearing Victoria's dress. She told Variety, "I was going to, and I really wanted to. And then a few months down the line, Victoria realised that her maker couldn't do it. So then I had to pick another dress. She didn't say you can't wear it. I didn't say I didn't want to wear it." Okay, whatever, Nicola. This seems like a stretch. As if Victoria Beckham's design team didn't have availability to make her son's bride's wedding dress. I don't believe that. But whether or not it was availability or attitude, we'll never know. But this planted the seeds for everything that's followed since. And speaking of wedding controversies, there's another bombshell rumour that emerged about what allegedly went down at the reception. Now, according to sources, Mark Anthony, longtime friend of the Beckhams, performed as a gift to the couple. Brooklyn and Nicola thought they were getting their first dance to his music. But before the song began, Mark asked Brooklyn to come up to the stage. He then announced, "The most beautiful woman in the room tonight, come on up." And instead of calling Nicola's name, he called out Victoria's. Sources claim Victoria then began slow dancing with her son, with one insider saying it was not appropriate. Reports said that Nicola was left in tears, viewing it as a calculated move by her new mother-in-law during what should have been the couple's first dance. Now, there are conflicting accounts here, because that is wild. One wedding guest has pushed back, claiming that Nicola and Brooklyn had already had their first formal dance earlier in the evening, and that she'd also done the traditional dance with her father, suggesting this was just a separate mother and son moment later on in the reception. Cruz Beckham has even jumped in on Instagram to defend the family. He said, "That's just not true. That's not what happened." So, true or not, this rumour has added more fuel to the fire about tensions between Victoria and Nicola. Anyway, fast forward to May 2025, and that's when the gossip mill really heated up. David Beckham turns 50, and Brooklyn and Nicola were notably absent from his many birthday celebrations. Everybody else was there: Victoria, Romeo, Cruz, Harper, the entire extended family. Brooklyn and his wife, nowhere to be seen. Nothing posted on Instagram, radio silence. Around the same time, Victoria's 51st birthday rolls around and the family goes on their annual trip, living it up on their super yacht in Miami. Brooklyn and Nicola are at Coachella instead. David posts a sweet tribute calling Victoria the most amazing wife and mummy. All the other kids chime in with their own birthday messages, and Brooklyn, nothing. Not even a happy birthday story, not a like. He failed to post anything publicly. He's also failed to attend some other pretty major family moments. We're talking David Beckham being named in the King's birthday honours, which is a huge deal. Absolute radio silence from Brooklyn on that one. Father's Day, nothing. Later on his actual birthday, crickets. Even David and Victoria's wedding anniversary passed without so much as an Instagram story from their eldest son. Cruz Beckham has also seemingly thrown shade at him online. Somebody commented on Cruz's video asking when he was going to switch careers next, like become a race car driver or something. This is obviously a dig at Brooklyn, who's tried his hand at everything and is well known to switch up his careers, photography, cooking, you name it. Cruz's response, wrong brother, mate. The comment got thousands of likes, and this is around the time that Brooklyn starts unfollowing his brothers on Instagram. The same day he unfollows them, he does do one post though for his little sister Harper. It's her birthday. So there's obviously no beef with Harper. But the real bombshell in my mind comes in August 2025. Brooklyn and Nicola, on their wedding anniversary, renew their vows. It's just 3 years later. And here's the kicker. Not one single Beckham family member is invited. Not David, Victoria, not the grandparents, no one. According to sources, Nicola's billionaire dad Nelson officiated the ceremony and Nicola wore her mother's vintage wedding dress. Ooh, not a single Beckham family member congratulated them publicly. One insider told The Sun this was the final kick in the teeth for David and Victoria. They described feeling like they'd lost their precious boy, and I don't know, they kind of have. Now, adding fuel to the fire, there's also rumours that tensions have escalated between the brothers, with Romeo apparently dating somebody that Brooklyn has history with. This apparently has made Nicola very uncomfortable, which is why she's decided to not attend all these events, because this girl's there. I don't know. So where do things stand now? Well, apparently Brooklyn has requested no contact with his family. David's still been trying to reach out. He even has been liking all his Instagram posts, but Brooklyn hasn't reciprocated, at least publicly. Just the past week, the Beckham family all put on a united front as they headed to Victoria's fashion show. Once again, Brooklyn was a no-show. The family braved the rain to attend the event, with all of them photographed together. Victoria posted an emotional thank you to her family online, captioning it, "I love you all so much, I couldn't do it without you." The photo featured the Beckham family sitting all together with Vogue editor Anna Wintour. A picture-perfect family moment, minus one glaring absence, Brooklyn and Nicola. They haven't actually attended one of Victoria's shows since March 2023. That's over 2 years of missed Fashion Week appearances. And these events are massive moments for Victoria's career and her brand, and just personally. For a family that's built their entire empire on staying united, these repeated public absences speak volumes about just how deep this rift seems to have become. There are even reports claiming that Nicola has sought advice from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Allegedly, they've even hired the same crisis PR lawyer that Prince Harry uses. According to sources, they've all bonded over being portrayed as the ones who have torn their families apart. Harry's allegedly even offered Brooklyn his support as someone who's been through similar, which, when you think about it, they have. Meanwhile, Brooklyn has been posting tributes to his wife online, saying she's his one and only and he would always choose her. Which I guess is what a husband should do, right? The Beckhams have stood together as a tight-knit family for many years, weathering many storms and rumours, all for the sake of keeping brand Beckham together. They've made it through allegations of infidelity and various other controversies. But it appears this particular family rift might be their biggest challenge yet. And yeah, I'm kind of here for it. Thank you for listening to The Beefing. If you've got any other beef that you want us to cover, let us know.